Hello, everyone, and welcome to our weekly Essential Island Living Team call and the second to the last call in our summer wellness series. Can't believe summer is coming to an end.
Yeah, don't make me cry.
Um, so before we get started with Amanda tonight, sharing about women's health and hormones, let's go ahead and do our oily protocol. So grab an oil that is near you. Nice and good. Take a couple deep inhales. Okay, you know what? I'll go.
You're so picky.
Because I want rice with my fish.
You have to be grateful that
Thank you, honey. I want to call. There's not enough oils in the world sometimes.
Not today.
And if you feel so inclined, put your hand over your heart and repeat after me. I am doing the best that I can. I am doing the best that I can. I am doing the best that I can. All right. Our back to school sale is in full swing. We have a bunch of our amazing On Guard products on sale, ranging from 10 to 30% off. The sale has been live since Monday and it ends Friday at 9 p.m. for teacher mistake, 8 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time. So just a friendly reminder that the sale will end Friday at 8 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time. Um, I'm sure Kate is going to share about these products next week when she does our last and final back to school call. But until then, um, I feel like those of us that are on this call, we know how amazing On Guard is and all the On Guard things. So share these amazing products that are on sale with all of your friends and customers. Remind them how easy it is to shop and swap and just make healthier choices in our household. Some of my favorite products here are definitely the cleaner concentrate, the On Guard hand soap, the wipes, obviously the oil, use a ton of the oil itself. I use more of the laundry pods than the On Guard detergent, but I love it as a stain, a spot stain. So I still buy the On Guard laundry detergent and use it as a spot stain. Ooh, Bernice said she got a wholesale customer because of this sale. Awesome. I think it's so great. It's such an easy way to get people to get started. Because it's like sharing one oil, the power of one oil, and then all the ways we can use it. Hand soap, by far one of my favorite products, and my husband's as well. He loves the hand soap. I always travel with a mini pump bottle of the hand soap. I use it to clean my fruits and veggies. I use it as a stain remover. And obviously I use it to wash our hands. So love it. On Guard Cleaner Concentrate. I kind of go back and forth between that and a Abode. But will forever love On Guard Cleaner Concentrate. Love how safe it is. Love that the back says, if ingested, drink water. Most cleaners do not say that. So, On Guard hand wipes, just I can't say enough about this whole line of products. So, yay, mom, for the sale coming right in time for you to stock up. So, just wanted to give a friendly reminder about back to school On Guard sale. And I'm going to turn it over to Amanda.
All right. So today we're going to be talking a little bit about supporting women's health and hormones with our products, whether that be essential oils or our supplements and even some wellness protocols. So I myself am deep in the finding a protocol that works for me. So, all of the things that I'll be talking about tonight are things that I've been doing that have been helping me. So, hopefully, there's something that can support you in whatever stage you're in, or somebody that you are helping get through this fun time. Being a woman is so fun. So, why focus on our hormones? They impact pretty much every part of our health. our energy, our mood, our sleep, our skin, our weight, our fertility, and so much more. So, but often we don't talk about it, or we're not talking about how we support. I feel like we're better now. I feel like, my friends and I definitely talk about how we can support our hormones right now. So that's a good thing. We're going to talk about some tools that can help us to feel better as a part of your own protocol. So obviously, our foundational support, our VMG plus, um, and our E Omega and Meta Power are all something that I do regularly every day to support my health. And I feel like it's really helpful during this perimenopause time too. If I forget one or any of these, I can definitely feel it in my brain, in my sleep, etc. So our VMG, obviously, it's all in one daily powder multivitamin, speaking to the choir here. Um, but it's easy. That's what I love about it. I just pop that along with my MetaPower both together, give it a shake, and take that. I actually do it at night. Some people do it twice a day, some people do it in the morning. It depends what your body tells you is right. But I do it once a day in not the night, the afternoon. When I get home from work, I take it. Um, so this supports our nutrition and energy because it's whole food, plant-based. It's our vitamins and minerals, supports our hormone and brain health through the different parts that are included. It's cellular support with the antioxidants, reduces that stress, and it's got bioavailability. So your body absorbs it better than most other, pill kind of nutrients. So that means you get better support for your energy levels, your immune system. I find a lot of support with my gut for when I use this, and hormonal balance. So every single day I do this using my E Omega Plus, which of course is our omega 3s. It's got our marine and plant based essential fatty acids, it's got the essential oils and antioxidants that can support our overall hormone production, our skin, emotional well-being. And big one for me is reducing inflammation because I've in the last few months have been having some trouble with that. So I've upped my omega 3s, which seem to be helping. So backstory, I did in May, I started seeing a new doctor, a woman's health doctor, and I got like a battery of tests, everything done to see where I am in different areas. And one of my things was my inflammation markers were really high. So I just redid all of that maybe a week or two ago, and all of my markers are better than they were in May. So um, that's great because I've been doing all of these things plus. And then MetaPower Advantage that obviously supports with our collagen and metabolic support. Okay. And if you guys have questions or anything to add, just unmute because it's a small group.
I want to kind of, before you go on to the next slide, talk about men too. Um, I love that Max is here, but because I have a customer who just texted me, and I feel like maybe I forgot to post this. Actually, yeah, thank you. Forgot to post this in the customer group. I'll have to go look because it was such a powerful testimony. He he's been on LLV now for about 4 months. Um, really likes LLV because of the extra support Alpha Sierras gets. He's about my age, but just really has been struggling, and then sent me, and he's also on adaptive soft gels and a few other of our supplements, the Meta Power. He takes the Meta Power together. with the I'm sorry, he takes his Metapar along with LLV. And sometimes he said he'll take VMG. Plus two, he's a bigger guy.
Mhm.
But he sent me such a great testimony. He was like, I wanted to share. I did my blood work again, and everything is the best it's been in 6 years.
Yep.
Does the vitamins I'm taking boost testosterone? My numbers went from being super low to super high. My numbers went from 141 to 965. I feel great.
Wow.
I have more mental clarity, more of a sense of peace. So it's just a real testament
Awesome.
to the power on both ends. Like I love that he's kind of like a male that's like aware of hormones. He's asked
Mhm.
me about things that can support his hormones in the
Mhm.
past. And I think just remembering that while primarily we work with women, that men go through a lot of the same hormonal stuff. It's just not as normalized or as talked about. And our
Mhm.
products are incredible for them. And I love that Shane dabbled with LLV here and there. And I do not force anything on him. I force it on my kids, but not on him. And because of this testimony and because he feels it as well, he's like, okay, I want that protocol. I'm going to start trying that. So I just wanted to share that because it was such a cool one. And I think a lot related to hormones and him getting that balance from the supplements that he needs.
That's awesome. I was just talking to somebody whose husband has prostate cancer, and whatever they have to take, it reduces the hormones, the testosterone hormones, and he's like really struggling with that. So, um, yeah, I might suggest that they try just, doing the LLV or um, one or the other, the greens, because might support him. Cool. Thanks for sharing. Um, okay, some of my top oils I use for hormone balance, and these can be diffused, they can be applied topically, or used in a roller blend, depending on your body's needs. Um, so Clary Calm obviously is supports our PMS and menopausal support. Geranium, that is one that I learned balances estrogen. So when I did all my testing in May, my levels weren't too bad, but my estrogen was a little low. That's what happens. So I started just putting that like right behind my ears in the mornings, just as an added thing. Ylang Ylang calms your stress hormones. Copaiba, as we know, reduces inflammation. And that, like I said, is one of my things I was working on. And then clary sage supports the progesterone, which is another thing that I've been needing support with. Some additional supplements that I take regularly, because as our hormones change, our bone density changes and the way our bones feel and are taken care of, we need to add more vitamin D. That was one of my things that was really low. One of my markers was vitamin D. So I added an extra bone nutrient daily to support like calcium and vitamin D and bone density. That's really important as you're going through perimenopause and beyond. It also provides it has a blend of magnesium, which is really important. I found that taking these has helped with my sleep, at least since I've been taking these. And I do the bone nutrient at night. I have kind of a weaker stomach, so usually I take my supplements um, at night right before bed. So I found that adding a bone nutrient was really helpful. I wasn't having to take like an extra magnesium, which I was taking a magnesium pill prior to doing the two bone nutrients. So that was good. Um, and then helps with preventing age-related bone loss. My mom has major bone loss, so I felt like that was something that I needed to make sure I was taking care of so that I don't have that problem as well. And then our phytoestrogen complex. This is good not just for people who are in perimenopause. I've had my daughters use this to regulate their periods as well. So this is something that I also have taken regularly. So phytoestrogen, it's plant-based. It has estrogen and hormone support without the synthetic hormones. So I felt like I needed to try enhancing this before like diving into hormone replacement therapy, which I'm totally not against if that's what your body needs and what you work out that you need with your doctor. But I wanted to try to support it with these first before um, jumping into that. And then using PB Assist to support my gut, because often I find that especially with stress and sleep, it comes uh, messes with my gut. So always taking my PB Assist, and not every day, but I usually do Zendocrine complex like maybe a week out of the month to support liver detoxification. And I've been doing that for a while because I will get things that come out in my skin, like skin issues, hives, and things like that. And it's always, it always comes back to my liver. I think it's because I have a little bit of a sugar addiction. I'm not a huge drinker, so I know it's not that, but I do love sugar, and sugar really can mess with your liver. So making sure I detox regularly to support a healthy liver, that also helps with inflammation. And then, of course, I mean, I struggle with sleep, especially in the last year or so. And it's really because I have night sweats. I have crazy night sweats that wake me up and then I can't go back to sleep. Or it's anxiety issues, things like, I can't stop thinking about all the things I need to do tomorrow. So, really leaning into the adaptive system, serenity, if that works best for you. I usually do adaptive capsule and a copaiba to help with sleep support. Just that works best for me. And then for those, because a lot of times people come to me asking about fertility and cycle support for younger people who are interested in having a baby. I'm much way, way, way past that. But I like to give them these two ideas for getting their hormones or their cycles on track, because a lot of times that's what it has to do with. And then also increasing energy and stamina. A few years ago, I had listened to a doTERRA podcast about Mito2 Max and how it supports fertility. I could not find it. I tried to add a little QR code, but once I do, I'll share it on our Facebook. But it talked about how Mito to Max can support fertility, and so I've always told people that. And I actually have a couple people, mostly teachers, young teachers who I've worked with in the past, who have done this along with the clary calm and geranium, and after a few cycles, have gotten pregnant. So I'm a believer. I think it works. Um, and oh, okay. So this is something that I've added to my I'm not into the fertility part, but it's for the cycle support because I have kind of weird cycles nowadays. But I've found that doing castor oil packs have been like life changing. So I don't do it every night, but I'll put like, especially if I'm on my period, which I am right now, I'll put like clary sage, frankincense, sometimes copaiba or geranium on my abdomen, and then I put just my like warmer. Um, and it's like game changing with my cramps because I've had just kind of like excruciating cramps that I didn't, I mean, I've had I've had cramp issues, but not like I can't go to work kind of cramps, which is what I was having. And my last two cycles have been so much better. I haven't had those gut wrenching cramps. And it also, for some reason, keeps me like really regular doing the castor oil, like putting it in my belly button and then doing the warm on it. I wake up and I go to the bathroom, and um, that is good for me because I wasn't always like that, unfortunately. So definitely would suggest this no matter what, where you are in your perimenopause, not even close, whatever. Castor oil packs have been life changing. And
Another
then,
oil I
oh,
use,
go ahead.
like another oil I use with my castor oil packs, although I've totally been slacking on those, is endocrine. So I'll rub
That's a good one. I didn't even think
on
about that.
my stomach, and then I'll put the castor oil pack on and leave it on for a bit. So yeah, so that's another one too.
I feel like I would be running for the bathroom if I did that one, maybe, but maybe not.
I mean, try it for I mean, if you're doing like the week of the detoxification, like that
Yeah.
could also be another way, right?
Yep.
So
Hmm.
might be too. So a castor oil pack is really just castor oil applied to like
Yep.
something that you're like the pack part is really just a piece of cloth almost that you
Right.
tie around you.
Right.
So doTERRA is going to debut. They already announced that they're going to debut a castor oil. I'm pretty sure
Stop.
this convention. Yeah. So we're going to be able to get our castor oil from doTERRA soon. And so really the pack part, will you go back to the last slide,
Yeah.
Amanda? Is really like what Amanda said here. It's like a flannel cloth or a wrap, just something that will like hold that castor oil to your
Hmm.
skin basically and help to
Right.
drive it in. So
Right.
that you I bet you could go on Amazon to get like I wouldn't buy your I mean, I'd be selective about what castor oil you buy off Amazon because it's like essential oils or coconut oil or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, so the pack part is really just a piece of cloth or fabric that holds it on there.
Yeah. And like if you've used any kind of oil, like thick oil like it is, you want something in between that and your clothes anyways. So it's just kind of whatever you put between your clothes and the oil because it does kind of stain. Yeah. Cool. I didn't realize that. That's exciting. I'm really into the castor oil lately.
Well, yay, something else you can start
I
buying from.
know. Okay. And then just thinking about perimenopause and beyond. So the phytoestrogen and VMG is obviously both will support somebody in perimenopause. Clary Calm. Um, I like peppermint for my hot flashes, obviously, because peppermint, but like mine aren't really hot flashes. Mine are like these cold, weird sweats. So I always have peppermint next to my bed because that's pretty much when I get it, is when I'm sleeping. And then peppermint and wild orange, always for energy and mood. That's just one of my favorites. And then frankincense to support your mental clarity, whether that's in the soft gel, the stick, the oil. So many ways to get your frankincense in. I like to just put it under my tongue personally. But these are some um, additional things you can do in perimenopause. And then, obviously, along with taking care of yourself with your supplements and oils, having daily movement, reducing your toxins, using our On Guard products versus others, whole food nutrition. This has been happening at our house a lot since we can't have gluten. So we're having to do a lot of fresh food, which is great and been helpful for me. Staying hydrated, water, 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 and of course, having rest as best you can. So I think that's all I have for you today. Just thinking about all the different choices and options we have through doTERRA and what works for you and creating a protocol that supports your body. Because, when we have all of these choices, it's good to pinpoint and find out what works for you because everybody is different and not to get overwhelmed with doing all of it, but figuring out what works for you and making kind of a schedule that you can follow and be successful with.
I
Any
love that,
questions?
Amanda. Thank you. Yeah, any questions, anybody? Anybody want to share anything that's worked especially well for them? I have to agree, like the routine of it is just so important. I feel like I finally have such like a good solid morning routine with my wellness station with my VMG and I have all the supplements I take. So I take a Phyto every day, I take a Frank, my Omegas, my PB, and it's all right there. I feel like I need to up my nighttime game.
Mhm,
And I love the idea that you're taking because I know I should be taking like the bone nutrient. And so taking some of my like being better. And I feel like I sleep, but not like deep
mhm,
sleep as much. So
mhm.
just like I've never really been like I've never had to take like Serenity or anything for sleep or
Right.
adaptive. But I feel like maybe now I should try to play around with those just so that I
Mhm,
can kind of get more of that deep sleep. But the stations are so key for all the
mhm.
things, right? If the oils are out next to the diffuser and there's water there, you're so much more likely to set it up. And so it's really such the key. And so, as you're reaching out to customers, just making sure that they have their stuff out, so that
Mhm.
they're using it. And same goes for all of us. So, anybody else have anything they want to share? All right.
I will say, maybe that might be a video that you do about stations because that I still remember this video that your girlfriend did. Gosh darn, I forgot her name from Oahu, and that was really a game changer for me to just say, okay, got a station, and
Mhm.
yeah, super important.
All right,
Yeah.
everyone. Well, thank you so much for showing up for yourselves and your community and your learning. Thanks, Amanda, for teaching us. I think what I love is just these constant reminders of like what we can be doing to support
Mhm.
ourselves, the tools that we have. Bernice, congrats on your enrollment with the On Guard products. Keep sharing those. So great. So yeah, so grateful for all of you. Tune in next week, our last class of our summer wellness series. Uh, Kate will be sharing about back to school. And if you haven't bought your convention ticket yet, please do and or get your virtual ticket. But I hope that all of you on this call are going to join us this year. All right. Have a great night, everybody. Bye.
Night.
Night. Bye.
Night night.
Bye, Max.